Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a little get ready with me. I want to play with the James Charles palette again and just go over some faves, and I just want to have fun, get glam. I spilled glitter everywhere over my desk, so that's great news. But other than that, we are good to jump right into this little video. So I am going to try out the Farsali Skin Tune Blur again. I used this in a new stuff video, and I feel like I need to use it a little bit more just to really give it a good go. And I also sprayed my face with a little Mario Badescu spray. We're gonna do a little bit more. Wow, okay. This one's out pretty much, so I need to re-up on that. Now I'm gonna do some foundation, my trusty Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 125 Nude Beige. And then for concealer, I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color Light Neutral. Now I'm gonna take some Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is in the shade Fair Light. And this is probably my favorite powder on the market right now, just because of the way it smooths the skin. And I personally like a colored powder just so that I can kind of highlight and contour the face a little more naturally. Now I'm going to take the darker shade, which is shade Light. I'm going to bronze with the ABH bronzer. This is in the shade Tawny. It's one of the lightest shades, and I just have been obsessed with this lately. I haven't been using any other products, and I'm just really loving it because I can load it on and it's not too orange, and it just has the perfect undertone. And I'm gonna take some Fit Me pressed powder and I'm gonna go under that. And the ABH Blush Trio in Peachy Love has been a favorite of mine, so I'm just gonna kind of mix all the shades. For the glow, I'm gonna use the Ofra Meaty palette. It is in the Spiced Velvet, and I love this. I'm gonna be using this shade right here. So now that we have the base done, I'm going to do my brows with the ABH Brow Definer in dark brown. I'm going to take my James Charles palette, and I don't really know what I want to do. I love literally all the colors in here, and they're pressed pigments, so they're a lot softer than regular eyeshadow, and you can definitely feel that whenever you play with them for the first time. So I'm gonna play by the rules and use an eye primer. I'm gonna use the shade Rusted, which is like a peachy, in between like a red and an orange shade. I'm just gonna start packing that on. So I'm gonna be taking these colors up higher into the crease and just slowly buffing out those edges. Now with that same brush, I'm gonna jump into the shade So Good. And it is like a true red, and I'm gonna stick that in this outer edge. Now I'm going to take the shade 518, which is like a tangerine orange color, And I'm gonna pack that on the inner part of the lid. And I feel like all the colors in here just blend so well together. Like, a lot of shadows, whenever you're trying to do something like this, will kind of either move around or they will kind of have a little line in between the two shades, and this is not the case here. Now on an even tinier brush, I'm gonna pick up the shade B and go right in the inner corner. And if you just do what James says and use an eyelid primer, it's gonna work out so much better for you than if you try to just use concealer and say, I know what I'm doing, like, because sis, I tried blending in an area that didn't have concealer whenever I tried the palette out for the first time, and girl, it was not it. I'm gonna take the O for All of the Lights and take that more yellow shade, and I'm gonna pack that right in the inner corner, but I wanna leave a little bit of yellow around it. Now I'm gonna go back in with that first shade we used, and I'm gonna run it along the lower lash line. Now we're gonna go back in with So Good, which is that red. We're gonna just do that right in the outer portion more of the lower lash line. Now I'm just gonna take that brush from before and just kind of marry this little outer tail and the lower lash line together. I'm just gonna drag it up and out, because that's gonna give us that winged out appearance. And now with a really, really tiny detail brush, I'm gonna go back in with the shade B and kind of just go around where I highlighted. And kind of drag it into this color over here. And then taking 518, which is that orangey color, and just blending that together. Now for that little extra something, I'm gonna take this Pixie Eye Glitter in the shade Sun Ray. It's like a yellow. I'm just gonna go kind of where we highlighted the inner corner and bring it onto the lid. Now I'm gonna take that small brush again, and I'm just gonna go back in with the red and kind of feather out that edge. So now that that is done, I'm gonna put on some more blush. I'm actually gonna take the shade Vibrant from Tarte. It's like a peachy orange, and just kind of re-intensify just the very apple of the cheek. And I'm gonna take some of this Kylie Cosmetics Metal Matte in Air. I'm gonna set with some Morphe Prep and Set. I'm gonna take the shade Spooky, which is like pure black, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of liner, and I'm gonna do some IT Cosmetics mascara, and I will be back. And I don't know what they did with this formula, but my lower lashes never get this long with regular mascara, so kudos to them. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching this little video. I have been dying to just create with this new palette, and I'm so excited that I got it. You know, I sometimes will get stuff and I'm like, am I gonna like it? You know, is it gonna be worth the hype? And this is worth it. And if you wanna, you know, change up your technique and try using an eyelid primer instead of a concealer, then I think this is a great palette to start that off with. And I wanna say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.